Hello everybody. Just trying to find on the iPad. Don't need to hear myself. Hi Chris. Hi Kerry, Sue, Glenda. Everybody's on tonight. So I thought I would come on. Oh, the lucky. Hi Carrie Ann. The lucky draw winner from last week was Karen Drager. So I still have the pile of from the last 2 weeks, so I need to add this to it as well. I haven't made it to the post office, or when I did, I forgot to take the parcels. So they're still sitting here, so they'll go out in the post, hopefully the next few weeks. But to get in the draw for that, you just need to comment and share my video, like and share my video, and then you go in the draw for a little prize next week. So hopefully everyone's had a great week. Don't know how many people I'll get tonight. I'm sure everyone's very fascinated with the finale of The Masked Singer. So we'll see how we go, but that's all right. And so what I thought I'd show you is something that I've been working on and started over the weekend. I haven't finished it, which is why it's not decorated. This is an album that I'm making with the papers from the Stampin' Up! Paper, the Snowflake Splendor. I'm calling it my Frozen album because it just reminds me so much of Frozen. So I've started it and decorated, and it's so big that I'm not going to be able to find it all on camera, but there's some photo mats in there already and some more in there, and then this one lifts up, and I've got some magnets in here trying to get it all, and then there's a waterfall there and some more pocket. There's a pocket there, and there's a pocket there, and then underneath here is some more areas for photo mounts. So I have run out of the paper and have to wait for my next order to come with my next thing of paper to finish that off, but there'll be another version of this on here, and then the album will kind of close up. So that's what I've been working on. Oh, thanks Glenda. I'm sure there's some people that would rather The Masked Singer. The boys are listening to it in the bedroom. So what I thought I'd make tonight, I saw a card over the... Hi Donna. I know, as soon as I saw it, Glenda, I had to have it. So I'm like, whoa, I've got to have that. And then I had to make that album. So tonight I'm not making Christmas cards. I've made a few Christmas cards already. Probably more than I will ever send out. So I might do some giveaways later in the year of some Christmas cards. But I've got this stamp set, Way to Goat, and I haven't used it yet. So I thought tonight would be a good night to use that. Which is a bit cute. And I'm going to make a card, which I've seen a few people make. Hi, Helen. Helen, I need you to PM me your address, please. You won the Lucky Door prize a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't got your address to post it to you. And Karen, you won tonight the Lucky Door prize, so I will post that out to you hopefully this week. I'm going to use the album, so I'll just dropped, oh God, I've just dropped it again. That's all right. I am going to put photos of Hunter in there. He likes dressing up as Frozen all the time. So I thought as soon as I saw the paper, I wanted to put all his photos of his dress ups in there when he dresses up. So I'm adding all these pictures and I'm going to call it Hunter's dress up album. So what we're going to make tonight is a little similar to a Bookatrix card. Now years ago, and I think I've done this at a couple of classes, I actually bought the Bookatrix, they're not dies. Hi Julie. They're, hi Chrissy. That's alright, I thought a few people would. The Bookatrix, they're like embossing plates type thing, and I bought them and I made a few cards with them, but the issue with them is they're huge. So I saw a few people try and redesign these so that they fit on a normal size card. So I thought I'd show my version of this tonight. And what I wanted to use was, I got this pack of DSP. Thank you, Helen. I got this pack of DSP, which is the Subtles Designer Series paper. Hi, Rita. And I haven't opened it. I only opened it tonight. And I thought I need to use that. So that's what's picked the colours for me, is the Subtles. Okay, don't tell me the winner, Julie. I'm going to watch it later. Okay, so this is quite a cool collection because you get all the different coloured DSPs to match the papers. So, and I won this as a prize from my upline. So I thought I need to use that tonight. So we're using Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to make this little Bookatrix, Stampin' Up version of a Bookatrix card. So I've got a normal size card here, and I've just scored it in half, and then I've scored it in half again and folded it because it's going to end up going like this. And then what we're going to do, we're going to add some DSP. Now these DSP strips are 2 inches wide. Thanks, Julie. So we're going to adhere these down. And I've just got, I think it's about 1/8 of an inch border. So this is on the inside of the card. And then I've got the same piece, and I think I'm going to use the same design. Hi Karen. And pop this on. Now you want this on the front piece here, not this back piece. And then stick that down. Now on the inside, we're going to need a bit here to stop the card, so it's going to sit. So a stopper. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment, and we're going to be using the Way to Goat. So I'm going to put "You're the old goat, greatest. You're the goat, greatest of all time" on here. And then stamp that. I'm very happy. I had to buy a new Memento ink pad. My other one was about, I don't know, 10 or 11 years old, and it just didn't seem to be re-inking very well anymore. I was getting very annoyed with it. And I could never get a nice crisp image. But I got this brand new ink pad in my last order. It's working a treat. I love it. So there's this little can image in here, which I want to stamp. There. I think the frill neck is Eddie Perfect. Julie, I do like him. I kind of think Bushranger or Queen will win. I don't think frill neck will win though. Okay. So then this is going to go on dimensionals. No, this is just going to go on tape. And then we're going to stick dimensionals on the back of that. Yeah, Adrian doesn't think it's Tim Chrissy. He thinks, yeah, the voice, he's leaning towards Eddie Perfect. So hopefully, I'm going to stick a few more dimensionals on here than I normally would because it is probably going to get a battering, being the stopper. And I've just used the stitched rectangles. I've used that a lot tonight for the cards. So we will see. Okay, so then we're just going to stick this here. Maybe Kate Miller-Heidke. I don't know, and I'm thinking the I don't know, the Bushranger is Jess Malboy, but I don't know. So that's the inside of our card done. I don't usually do the inside first. So that's the inside done. So then what I've done for the outside, and I've already prepped these bits, is this is to make the Book of Tricks, Stampin' Up version of the Book of Tricks, right? So I've got the stitched rectangle dies, so that you don't have to worry about measurements or anything. I've used the 3 largest ones on here. And then that way you get a nice perfect border around them. You get a pretty little stitching and things. So this is So Saffron. Then this is the So Saffron DSP. And then just Whisper White. Now I have scored in the center of all of these. Now usually I work in inches, but when I went to do these, I found the centimeter. Hi Sylvia. I found the centimeter measurements kind of line up better. So with this largest one, it's like 5 1/8, but I couldn't do the measurement in my head, but it's 13 centimeters. So I did it as 6.5. And then with this one, it is 12 centimeters. And so I did it on 6. But again, it was a silly measurement for the inches. And then with this one, it was 11 centimeters. So I found centimeters worked better when I was trying to work out where to score for those. And I haven't done a deep score line. I've just done a light score line. And then I do want to fold it, but I don't think there's any need to burnish. With your bone folder. So just fold it in half, and then what you need to do, you get your bone folder, because we want this to kind of look like a book. So you just curl the pages and see how they're bending a little bit to look a bit like a book? That's what we're aiming here for. No need to be rough because this is only DSP, so you don't have to really be rough with it. And then the same with the piece of cardstock. This one you have to be a little bit more sturdy with, because the cardstock's just a little bit thicker. Alright, so it's just to kind of give you that book shape, and then when they fit in nicely in there. Now we will end up doing the same with the white piece, but we want to do some stamping first because we want to stamp on flat images to make it nice. Now I have stamped all 3 goats and coloured them and cut them out because I didn't think anybody wanted to see me colour them in. So I'm thinking I'm going to use him. I don't know that I'll use those 2. I might maybe stick one. If I had stuck that over a little bit, I could have stuck him there, but I might use them on another project. So I think I'm going to stick him down there, but we're going to do some stamping first. So I want to say, happy birthday, you old goat. I got you a cake, but I ate it. So we've got happy birthday. That's way to goat. I got you a cake, but I ate it. So we'll just stamp one at a time. So did we all have a nice weekend? Alright, and then I got you a cake. Oh, I've stamped that a little bit crooked. That's okay. When it'll curl up, you probably won't notice it too much. But I ate it. Oh. I'm just gonna try not to get so much ink on that. Quiet one. Was nice. Yeah, not long enough. Donna. I would love a long weekend. We haven't had one for a while. But. And then on this side, I do have the Pear Pizzazz ink. Oh, I've got, I don't know how I've got. Oh, I was inking the pages. One lazy day, one frantic day. Oh, that's a nice mix, Sylvia. There's this little squiggly image here, which I'm going to use as kind of grass or something. So I'm kind of thinking that I want him there. I'm going to stamp that there. And then we are going to stick him down. Now I think I'm going to stick him down with dimensionals. And we might use some of the little dimensionals to ensure that his feet are stuck down. Okay. And this will stick him down. Oh, I think I need another dimensional under his nose there, where the flower is. When I've already stuck it down, then I usually just try and use my take my pick tool to, I already take the backing off and use my take my pick tool to kind of get it under there in one go. Oh, I did pretty well there. Okay. So then just fold the white where it was, and we will bend this up. And just bend that a little bit. It's a bit hard once there's something stuck there. And then stick all these together. So I am gonna use the seal, and I want it directly on, oh, this is the Seal Plus, sorry. I want it directly on that seam so that you've got half the adhesive on one side and half on the other. And you wanna make sure you line up the and then we do the same for the white piece. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that again. I didn't get really on the seam, I went crooked. I struggled to get that Seal Plus to go straight. And stick that in there. Now I'm happy for them to be loose. I don't want them stuck. And then this one I'm going to stick all across the bottom, and I am going to use Seal Plus because it will be moving a bit and it's a bit bumpy, and we want a good coverage. So I've just used two rows of Seal Plus. But you do want to kind of make sure that it is a little bit bent when you stick it on, because you want that dimension. Oh, I haven't done it there. That one side's going to be flatter than the other. Anyway, so that is your card, and then we close it up, open it up like that, and it stays opened. And here, and then you can write on the inside there if you want. There's a bit in the inside there to write, or you've got all of the back to write. But that's my version of the Stampin' Up version now of the Book of Tricks. I made a whole heap of these one year. I had like 3 weddings to go to in 1 year, and I made the real Book of Tricks version, which are great, but they're painful because they don't fit in envelopes. They don't, I had to make boxes for them all and stuff, which was lovely, but yeah. So this all, like, you don't have to do any measurements or anything. All I used really was the rectangle stitched framelit dies. It did everything for you. Right, so I did, oh, turn them right. The largest 3 here were these size, and they fit a normal size envelope. And then the inside piece, now because I wanted to use You're the Goat, Greatest of All Time, I couldn't use this smaller one. I tried to, but it was just too big for the stamp. So I had, too small for the stamp. So I've used this one and the next size up. But if you've got a smaller sentiment, like if you're just doing happy birthday or something like that, you could definitely use this one. And then the next size up, and it's not going to be quite so big in the middle there. But because I wanted to use the You're the Goat, Greatest of All Time, I need the wider sentiment. And that was it. The rest is a normal size card base. It's scored in half on the front. And these two pieces here are just 2 inches wide and they're just from the Subtles embossing pack. Subtles DSP pack, which is where this layer of DSP came from as well. But you could make Christmas cards like this. You could make anniversary cards, bling it all up. You could have the ones that I used to make for Book of Tricks, and I tried finding some if I had any spares lying around, but because they were so much work, I made sure I gave them all out. But I used to put bling around every page, and they'd be 5 or 6 layers. This, you could keep going and get them smaller and smaller, but I wanted enough room that you could stick a picture and a decent stamp sentiment on there. But you could keep going until you got down here and just have a tiny one that just says happy birthday. And have heaps and heaps of layers. But this way it just makes it so easy. So these are in the catalogue. I think these have been my best purchase ever. They're $61, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 dies with them. And you can do so many things. So that's my nice quick card tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Oh, now I can't get them back in. There's a little tag. Stick them back in. And, yeah. I can't wait to see what you make with it, Chrissy. Make sure you share it. And you see, when you've finished, and then I'll have to make something now to use these goats because, you know, I've taken the time to colour them in and cut them out. I have to use them. So, hopefully I'll come up with something else. There's some white there. And use these on another project and show you when they're done. But thank you everyone for joining, and look forward to seeing you all next week. Thanks. Bye.